Hello, this is Jess. Good to see you. We're going to do our chat session today. It is chat session number 82. It's Monday morning, about 6:30 a.m. It's January 22nd, 2018. We're going to go right into our tidbits of history for this day. We're going to start off 1998. In Sacramento, California, in a courtroom, Theodore J. Kaczynski pleads guilty to all federal charges against him, acknowledging his responsibility for a 17-year campaign of package bombings that attributed to the that were attributed to the Unabomber. I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm tired this morning. The Washington Post published a 35,000-word anti-technology manifesto written by a person claiming to be the Unabomber. His brother David recognized the elements of his brother's writings and went to the authorities. All at the cabin where he lived, they found all the evidence they needed, linking him to the bombings that had gone on through the mail. And he had journals concerning each bomb. Each time he did something, he had a journal about it, and they, had all that information, linking him to all of it. He was convicted, and he's currently serving his life sentence with no chance of parole in a Colorado maximum security prison. All the bombings and everything that he did, there was no clues. He would have never probably been apprehended or, caught of the crimes, except for that manifesto that he mailed to the Washington Post. So it's interesting. They were saying, they had no clue, and yet his brother recognized, elements of his writings, and that was that. All right, the next tidbit of history, 1973. In Kingston, Jamaica, 24-year-old George Foreman pulls off a stunning upset victory, defeating reigning champion Joe Frazier in 4 minutes 35 seconds to win the heavyweight championship of the world. It was the first boxing match that was shown on HBO. Howard Cosell was the commentator and the person who spoke on the fight. Foreman knocked down Frazier 6 different times in the 2 minutes in the 2 rounds, and on the 6th knockdown, referee Arthur Mercante called the fight, and it was a TKO, and that's that. And the famous words by Cosell he repeated were "Down goes Frazier, down goes Frazier." Some people consider it to be one of the sport's most memorable calls. So that's interesting. I was a Muhammad Ali fan. As a matter of fact, Foreman went on to fight Ali later on, and he got beat by Ali in the 8th round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I was an Ali as a kid. I just always had a high image of Ali when it came to boxing. I just thought he had the stuff. He knew what he was doing in the ring and took care of business. Okay, that's all the excuse me. That's all the trivia, the sports. I'm sorry, the sports and I guess, criminal tidbits of history today from 1973 and 1998. I'd like to go ahead and go on and say that this is day number 3 of the government shutdown, and they're talking about all the things that are starting to be affected. Things like if you have a baby, being able to get a new Social Security card, just all kinds of OSHA, different things like that are not in operation. So it's just each day becomes more and more how do you say, the effects are felt by, as if the government stays shut down, each day the effects become a little bit more closer to home. You may start running into some issues with government agencies shutting down. It's tax time, so therefore, of course, tax refunds will be delayed. Already they're saying that. And I got one, maybe a quick fix for this government shutdown business. As soon as the government shut down, they should have canceled every person in the government their pay. Every single one of them, from Trump on down, all the senators and all the congressional people, everyone. They should all have their pay ceased. They should receive nothing more. And I guarantee these people get off their behinds and get out there and get something done on this, because they're not rushing, because they're not affected. They're not losing nothing. Those people that we elected to those positions are taken care of through all this, and they could give a rat's boot about any of us when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I say that from now on, if they're going to not do their job and they're not going to keep the government running, they should lose their pay immediately. Their pay should cease the hour that the government shuts down. All those people that vote on all these issues should lose their pay. But I don't know, it's wishful thinking. The last little shot of orange juice. But anyway, I'm feeling run down. 7 days in a row now, and I actually was last 2 days at work for me were physical. A lot of wood. I'm working in a different area, and so different situations to where the wood is placed from what I'm used to, and so it's strenuous. I had to do a lot more walking and bending, that kind of thing, and my leg where my incision is, it feels wore out, and I should have close to probably 30 hours overtime this week. If I get my regular rate from here, I work Saturday and Sunday. This goes on the next week, so all that, everything included, I should have about 30 hours overtime for the week if we get our hours like we're supposed to. It's a lot of hours, but I need to do something. I missed 4 paychecks with my surgery and stuff, and it's been sort of rough. But we're through it. Now we're just got to get rolling again. I'm excited, but at the same time I'm just wore out. It was very cold my first week back work last week, and it was extremely cold, and so it was pretty trying. But here I am, survived it. I feel good about things, even though I feel run down right now. I didn't even drink any coffee this morning. I'm just ready to get in the bed and go to sleep. So we're gonna probably call it here. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? I'd like to say hello to Ricky Bobby. Hey Rick, happy birthday. It was yesterday actually. I guess it'd be the 21st. It was his birthday. So just wanted to say happy birthday to him. Have a great Monday morning. Bye.